Hello and welcome to Drawing with the Blakeleys. I'm Dad.
My name's Charlie.
Someday, Charlie, you will just introduce yourself like a normal human being. I believe that this will happen.
I said that.
So, Charlie, what are we drawing today on Drawing with the Blakeleys?
We are drawing King Ghidorah from the Godzilla movies.
That's right, King Ghidorah. Awesome. Thank you to Rhoda Dukes, as well as David Samuel Torres.
Okay.
And Mike Richards, as well as others that you see on your screen.
Thanks for suggesting the video.
Shh. All right. Let's get started. This is a little bit more of an elaborate one, friends. So, yeah, if you don't ace it, don't feel bad if you don't nail it. I can tell you, I drew this more times than any other drawing we've ever done on the channel before I felt like it was good enough.
We have this white thingy for our thing, and that's
I positioned it like that.
It's going on the reference image so that the eye of one of the heads is red. It's there's just a thingy. It has a little dot on it. It glows. It's positioned to his eye. It's his evil. I might just have to make it evil.
So I'm starting with the eye on the middle head.
The glowing one.
Yeah. We have, unlike our usual thing, which is to draw with the reference image on the computer, this one is just a printed out piece of paper. That's what I was looking at while I was working on my sketches, and yeah, I positioned it so that a little glowing LED on our power strip would be backlighting it and make it look like King Ghidorah's eye.
We might just have to make that eye red just because.
Sure might have to. Alright, so we have his mouth. There's one of his horns. A little webbing in the corner of his mouth there. And I'm just going to...
This looks like a projected dinosaur.
How dare you? I am a Godzilla fan from way back.
In the 90s and 80s, boy!
Oh, Godzilla's way older than that.
From the 1800s.
40s, 50s, 60s. Basically, after World War II.
They got the guys who were coming in from the deep Pacific Ocean with the bombs that they dropped earlier. You remember that? Well, this created that. And boom! It's really big.
Alright, Charlie. Anyway, King Ghidorah, always one of my favorites.
This is going to be a lengthy one.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just drawing these horns coming out of his head. Obviously he's got multiple ones here. Yes. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw the three heads, then draw the necks and the body.
And then
so
the
Charlie,
wings.
I went through a lot of phases with this one. First of all, I went with like scale. Do I want to have something that is like really large scale so that you get all of King Ghidorah's body? Or did I want to go something that highlighted his head? Because his heads are relatively small compared to the rest of his body. Unlike, say, your Godzillas or your Kongs, these guys have, yeah, their bodies are really pretty large relative to their heads. So what I ended up doing was, our reference image is really just kind of the heads and
the body,
the bodies and the torsos. So yeah, kind of, it's more like a portrait. We got kind of chest up through heads, arms, part of wings. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm explaining it so much. You guys will see it here momentarily.
If you hours later.
Well, and obviously you guys saw that at the beginning of this video.
Or also, you don't have to skip ahead. We already see them. We do that, right?
We see them? Well, I mean, we can see our reference image, and they've already seen what this looks like, so... Yeah.
We pull up the little what we drew at the beginning.
Alright, and we'll do this eye.
Looks like mutated Beauty and the Beast.
So we're seeing some kind of...
Transforming into a dinosaur.
Some kind of werewolf, buffalo dragon. Just like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Speaking of hideous beasts, we also have our dog down here.
Oh yeah, he's here.
You can hear him snuffling around in the background. Knowing him, he's probably eating garbage or something. Are you eating garbage, boy?
He isn't eating garbage, thankfully.
As far as you can tell, he isn't. Oops, that was a poorly placed.
Yeah, straight into his head area. Oh no. I did. Yay. Now we just have to draw neck.
The heck of a
Neck.
lot of neck.
Nothing but neck.
Alright, so that's going to be my next step, is I'm going to make sort of S of his neck coming through, probably about there-ish. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to draw his neck actually next. Since he's the closest to us, his neck will be the one that is...
This is not just one giant thick neck.
Nope, it definitely isn't. You can see his scaly underbelly here. Yeah, no, clearly that's not just one neck. Sorry for not talking as much as usual.
It's intense drawing mode.
Yeah. What he kind of said?
Intense drawing mode.
So that's going to be all the way down to the base of the neck. And now I can extend this neck down. I'm going to go back and he has little horns on the back, but I'm going to go in a minute and do that because I want to do these bad boys next.
You can call them that.
Huh.
These bad boys.
Yeah, that's just what I refer to these things as. I don't know where I got that from. Probably my dad. Sounds like the kind of thing he would say. So, yeah. That's sort of the basic template for what we're going to be doing is smooth back with kind of fins or spikes coming out of it here. And then these sort of scaled fronts here.
These are really spiky.
Alright, and then I'm going to just draw the back of that one. Oh, and this one has at least one more. Now that I'm looking at it a little closer. And then you just want to make all the necks have a slight S curve to them. So you just want to kind of keep that in mind as you're...
Alright.
I'm back to trying this.
What you guys don't see is my son's...
I'm talking about pizza. I'm not sure what time to set it.
Yeah, about 12 minutes.
I told him 15. I think it should be good though.
Yeah, I think you should be fine.
Slightly
Alright, next
Extra
I'm going to
crispy.
do those little, they're almost like dorsal shark fins here. They run all the
You
way
think we
down.
should start drawing the actual neck?
I'm pretty much finished drawing the neck. Actually.
Oh, no.
Oh, Charlie, what a prankster.
Get pranked, bro.
Get pranked, bro, he says. Like I'm some kind of noob.
Yeah, bro, you know, I sound like a noob myself.
Not really doing a very good job of connecting these.
Let's go.
Trying to draw too fast. And the reason I didn't finish that last one is that I'm gonna make his arm come down here, and I'm just gonna let it run right off the page.
I realize that these aren't kind of connecting. They're all moving to the left.
No, they're sort of supposed to. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side.
Moving to the
Shoulder
centerpiece.
into elbow. This one you're gonna get to see a lot more of as it goes up.
It's all the way up to the top of the page. Just boom.
Bring it back in like that. Same thing with
So
this
at a
arm.
certain point, his neck comes back for his epic flex.
So, sort of this area would be the wings. Now we're not going to get to see much of that because of how we're framing this up. It's just how it's going to be. It's fine. So I am going to, as these scaly neck parts come together, they make sort of these larger chest scales. And those, we're just going to let them run right down to the bottom edge of our drawing, just like that. Now we are getting actually pretty close. So what we need now are a few different elements. We're gonna have his the inner parts of his wings, the sort of bony part that stretch out the flaps of the wings. Just gonna let them run off the edge of the page here. Same thing on this side. You just want to make sure that you leave a little joint in them there.
Bony part of the wings.
Mm-hmm.
I think
You ever
those
looked
are
at like
meant
a
to
bat
be.
wing? It's actually like the bat's fingers. Now these are not quite like a bat wings, but they're similar. All right, and then one final thing to do here. We're pretty much done other than
Draw
coloring.
details of
Well,
scales on his arm.
If you draw the occasional scale like I am here, or the occasional group of scales, it just implies that the whole thing is scaly, but you're just seeing a few sort of out of place scales. So it's kind of a shortcut if you don't feel like...
Drawing each individual scale.
Yeah, because there would be a ton of them. Same thing on the arms. Now the scales are going to be going out away from the center of the body.
Mine are just going wherever direction on whatever surface I please, and on wherever.
But it's just like fur. You don't have to cover
You don't
your
have
thing
to draw
entirely with
each
fur.
piece of fur. Just make some fur lines. You know, it's furry, like my dog, like our dog here sitting next to Dad's chair.
All right. So at this point, we are going to do some coloring,
We'll color this.
and we
it'll
will
be
finish this
good,
bad boy up.
And we will talk some more.
right, friends. There.
Is
They are.
King Ghidorah red-eyed and all?
Why do you think his eyes are red? Do you think he's been going too long without sleep? Wait. Oh, you just made one of your eyes red. Huh. I mean, if you look at our reference image, his eyes are actually all red, but...
I mean, the glowing one is extra red, so I made that one the red one.
Alright, well, this has already been, like, one of our longest videos in recent memory, so let's not belabor it too much. Let's just say thank you to those people who suggested it. Thank you to you guys for watching it, and if you have
To
any
the
other movie monsters that you want to see, I think we're planning on doing also Death Angels coming up, the monsters from Quiet Place 2. We're considering those. But yeah, any kind of movie monster you want to see, just let us know.
Okay.
Or any scary horror thing.
Anything
We
that you
probably would draw Jason or Freddy or...
I believe they're making another Friday the 13th movie. I saw in that there was a lot of firefighters, so there was a lot of them not being there anymore.
Alright, well anyway, on your screen you see our logo. Go ahead and click on that to subscribe. Ring the bell to be notified. Don't forget to smash that. And of course, suggestions for other drawings below.
Video. Bye. See you
Bye.
next time.